Okay, welcome back. We're happy chat by and first off, good morning. And remember, whatever you go through today, however you're feeling, use the power to change that. As your perception has made you feel the way that you're feeling. And to change that perception, you will change that feeling. So remember, you're the power. So it got me thinking this morning as I was relaxing. I was in a very deep, relaxed way of being here but not here. And so I became in my sights a seed. And I was thinking of balance in life, in every single thing, how it relates to balance. Not only balance, when we have balance, we've got imbalance, as it's sure to come. And so, whatever it is we're going through in our life, we're always looking to bring balance to it. We may not see it, but it's what we do. And before you know it, it becomes imbalanced. And when that happens, we look to drag something else into our life to balance that out. And so I thought of a seed. When you have a seed, you have the physical structure which brings darkness, as one could see. As you would see its shadow, as the light would be shone upon it. Like every physical structure would be seen as darkness as the light is shone on it. You would see its shadow. And so the seed could stay cocooned in its darkness when you plant it into the ground. And while it's staying cocooned in its darkness, it's cocooned by more darkness of the ground, the soil. And filled up with more darkness as the water rushes through the soil. Now it's got two choices. It's got that choice to stay in its darkness or bring light to it. Now, it's not going to move from darkness to light. It's either going to stay in the darkness and not grow and rot into the rest of the soil, becoming part of that darkness, a deeper darkness, a more broader darkness. Or it's going to use its darkness between the water, the soil, and its own essence to grow into the light. But yet, using the darkness as it roots into the ground and rises up above it into that light, bringing balance to itself in darkness and light. And so, instead of rotting, staying dark, and becoming darker into something that it already is, it becomes into something more, that was unknowing to itself, as it breaks free from what it is into something more, while balancing out the darkness and the light, becoming something beautiful to be seen. And we do this in life. We may feel as we grow up that we need things. And so it becomes something that we do is to start off with is to look what keeps ourselves safe. So a roof over your head, food, water, and possibly a job to support that, to bring in that money, to bring food, keep the roof over our head, keep everything in a sustainable way of being. And we'll get to a point where it's not enough. We live that long in the moment that we've got to break out of it, like the seed. And so we may need a new car, a bigger home, more people in our life. And so we venture out to bring that balance into our life because we're feeling out of balance in who we are. And so we have to grow out. And I know usually I'm talking looking within, but in this case we're growing out. We're using the world to balance ourselves. And when we look at the world, we've been surrounded by darkness. Not only physical things that we see or could be seen as darkness, but in the happenings of these things. And so we find with media of all sorts, we pass this darkness to one another to explain what's going on in the world. Well, we already know what's going on in the world. We see it, we feel it, we be it. And so we've got two ways of going. Or we've got three. We've got that darkness, we've got the light that we don't see in the media. We don't see all these great things, the brighter things of life that's happening. And why? Because darkness reaches a height much quicker, instantly. If you come into something negative that is shocking, I don't want to place on anything particular to drag something like that up in anybody's experience of life, but if you come into something negative, the rise in your energy would shoot up. Were to bring something positive into your life, it would be a slow, gradual build up. And so it benefits media to heighten your energy so quickly, to absorb it. And while that's happening, it's enhancing that negativity within who you are and who we all are. And if we were to bring some positive outlooks to the media, it would be a slow build-up. And this would not support the media, but it would support the people. And through time, what you would find is, even though it would be a slow build-up, is when we got there, it would stay there longer. That positivity, that happiness, that joy within the people. And so it would be a slow growing process. It wouldn't be as quick as the shocking one of negativity, but it would be supporting to who we are. to the real essence that's within us. And so we could use what's out here, growing in who we are, instead of bringing the darkness from in here out to here. We already have it. We already talk about it every day to one another about what went wrong. This went wrong, that went wrong. This person did this, that person done that. And it goes on and on and on and on. And it becomes gossiping. And nothing ever really good to be said. When you divide your day into all the things that's been said, how many things have been positive or beneficial to your life. And all you have to do is take the day out of it, for example, and as you go through your day, how far advanced are you at the end of the day than you were at the beginning of the day? And so, have you grown? Have you brought that balance into your life? To understand that you already have the darkness. You are that physical essence. But you have the light within you to bring that out. Or you can just carry the darkness in what you are and speak about it, talk about it, and carry it on to others and bounce off others' darknesses. Or you could bring that light that's within you and shine and rise into something more beautiful. And as we do that together, we bring a beautifuler world, more beautiful essence to what surrounds us, what's within us, what's within all. And so in that, we bring balance to the darkness and the light. We're neither one or the other. We're bringing it all out. As we know the darkness is there, but we're transmuting it as we transmute the light. And we're bringing it all together as we bring the darkness to the light. It never disappears. It's always there. But we don't need to be reminded of it. What we need to be reminded of is what we don't use. And that's the light that's within us. That love, that caring, that honesty, that loyalty. And how often can you say that's been used by you? Or by the people that's around you? And without judging, just noticing your own life and the people that you surround yourself with. Is it beneficial to you? If it's not, then they're not supporting you or themselves. They're supporting the darkness of all, as they would see the body as nothing more but what they're told it is through media, through each other. And so we got this belief this is how life is, without seeing that seed breaking out of what it is and growing into something beautiful, which is what you truly are. Each and every person, each and every being, each and every thing is beautiful. But you can't see it if you're looking in the dark. You must rise out of the dark and into the light before you can see anything. So, bringing balance to darkness and light is carrying them both as you grow out of who you are instead of being what you see in all that you see, in how all bees, through media, through exchange of darkness. But once one light's lit up, another light lights up, and another light lights up. Before you know it, that light of exchange is love, joy, peace, harmony. And everybody is living a more joyful life. Sounds pretty simple. But it's hard to do because you have to get out of you, which takes time to grow. First, you've got to break through the surface of that seed and root into the ground of what you've been in that darkness, and start climbing the ladder until you get up into the light. Knowing that darkness is always there to support you, to show you what you need to climb out of, to show you how to get away from the dark and into the light. As you push it further and further away from you, as you climb that ladder, rising into the sky, like a beautiful flower, a beautiful tree, whatever it may be. It will depend on who you've been and what you're getting away from. But you will be unique in your own beauty. This is Happy Chapa. Love and peace.